said, let there be height. A pleasant good evening to our political leader, to our chairman, to my colleagues, and everyone watching the live tonight. I don't want to strain my voice this evening. NNP heights. I'm still recovering from the flu, so bear with me. But as I sat there, I don't know how Brother Bola expected me to go after Brother Nimrod. That was a type of speech, yeah? And something came to mind. There is this story in the Bible, in Matthew chapter 21, verses 28. And a father had asked his son, to go walk in the vineyard. And he said, nah, daddy, I ain't going. And so he asked the second son, and he said, yes, sir, I definitely will be going. But you know what? He never went, and that stuck with me. Because brothers and sisters, I say this to you. Leadership is not about words. Leadership is about action. And action matters more than promises. And I want us to remember that. I also want to remember that leadership is about seeing opportunity and seizing it. And who has always had a vision for Grenada, Carriacou, and P.T. Martinique other than the New National Party? Who has delivered results like the New National Party? Not a boy, and not another party in Grenada. Only NNP have delivered. And well, we all know who is the second son. Who is the yes man who talks, but doesn't act. But that's not my topic this evening. I want to speak to the youths of Grenada. And I want to speak to you about weighing the scale. Because too often, we hear slogans, promises, speeches, but talk alone does not feed families. It does not create jobs. It does not build futures. So I want you to weigh the scale, to look carefully, to compare and judge for yourself, not by what someone says, but by what they actually do. In this 2025, brothers and sisters, too many young people feel voiceless. And the question keeps coming. So what happens to us? What happens to people like me? Are our dreams not important? Are our ambitions not worth fighting for? And it's like being stuck in traffic while life passes by. You're ready to move, but the road is blocked. And everyone else is racing ahead, grabbing opportunities, building their future. But by the time the path clears and we, the youths, walk across the road, the moment is already gone. But this ends now. And this is why I stand proudly with the New National Party. Because I have weighed the scale, and the scale showed results and real impact. And NNP knows that when youth succeed, Grenada succeeds. We didn't just talk, we acted. We provided scholarships, as Brother Nimrod mentioned, skills training, empowerment programs. And when young people dreamed of leadership roles, guess what happened? They made it happen. From senatorial positions to real decision-making power. NNP broke the barriers for youth and women. We bridged generations. We didn't just create opportunities. We built the pathways, opened the doors, and empowered both young people and women to step into leadership role and make a real difference. And it is evident because you see youth leaders today, like Brother Diali and Brother Kitaka, and they're entrusted with real responsibility. So we are not tokens, as they say. We are not here to decorate a stage. We are here to shape policy, to carry vision, to fight for the people. NNP is saying to the youth that you belong at the decision-making table. So imagine a Grenada where young people wakes up wondering what to do today. But instead, real opportunities exist where a young man can learn a trade and open a small shop and employ others, where a young woman can gain digital skills and earn online support for her family. I know the hustle. I know hearing no before you hear yes. But I know what it is when your community stands behind you and when leaders like the new National Party open doors instead of closing them. I know that anything is possible. But now, let me weigh the scale with you. When young people needed jobs, NNP didn't just talk. We created real employment. Youth Biz put money into young entrepreneurs' hands, and we gave them the tools to build their own business and futures. Young people, weigh the scale. When young people wanted empowerment, NNP launched Empower, uplifting our young men with training, skills, and opportunity. I tell you, to weigh the scale. NNP gave them Project Fly, training, exposure. Young people could go abroad, learn, and bring back new opportunities. I tell you, weigh the scale. When young people needed a second chance, NNP created Project Reach, helping at-risk youth turn their lives around. Weigh the scale. When youths wanted to speak on issues and policies, NNP gave them Youth Parliament. I tell you to weigh the scale. And let us not forget the Imani program, the brainchild of our current political leader. NNP did all this and more for youth. And I tell you, weigh the scale. NNP gives freedom, opportunity, and respect. When NNP was in power, I tell you, all man and their brother could attack. Running down left, right, and center. You could have speak your mind. You could have criticized. You could have questioned everything we're doing. But were you victimized? Never. You were safe. You were heard. So I tell you to weigh the scale. Now let me help you. Weigh the scale against the NDC. Programs that worked, they removed it. Why? Simply because NNP created them. New youth programs, let me don't talk about that. New ideas, well, they say they had none. They closed programs to rebrand them. And they bring it back and say, same thing, you know. Example, the Imani program is now called the new Imani program. Promises to make permanent, broken. And the highest level of victimization you have ever seen in the history of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. I ask you, who plays politics with the lives of our young people? Think about it. We grew up hearing, if we don't hear, we go feel. Aren't you feeling it now? Jobs harder to find, programs cut short, opportunities just slipping away. Just last week, I was walking through a village and I stopped and I said, boy, outside hot that hit different. And a man said, what to you? You don't see NDC there in power? But we're all feeling it, brothers and sisters. And now that we've weighed the scale for the NNP, and we've weighed the scale for the NDC, and we've weighed the scale for past accomplishments, let us weigh the scale for our future. Weigh the scale for our children, for our children's children, for our grandparents. Weigh the scale for proper representation. Weigh the scale for strong leadership. Weigh the scale for youth, for strong economic policies. Weigh the scale for a party that cares. Weigh the scale for a party that empathizes with you. And weigh the scale to see who is truly better for our future in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. And brothers and sisters, look at the record and weigh the scale and see that NNP acts and NDC talks. So the choice is clear. Brothers and sisters, I urge you today to register, to stand up, to speak up, to take your seat at the table, to stand with the new national party. Because NNP was, NNP is, and NNP will always be the party to take Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique forward. NNPites, I want you to tell them this, and I always say it. Our house is solid. And tell them that our pillars are still strong. There is room in the house for everyone. So come and take shelter. Come and take refuge. We have enough space. The house large. NNPites. NNPites. I thank you. We have been tried. We have been tested. And we have always been delivering. And we will continue to deliver, not just for you, but for your children, for your mother, for your brother, for your sister. And we are delivering ourselves as well. I love you.